Hello, hello, hello. Oh man, welcome to the Soul Alignment channel. All right, I'm gonna take a few minutes to let some people come in. Oh, oh, had to get my tea because it's getting chilly out here and my throat has been real just scratchy, sounding like it's trying to go out. Like, I don't know what's going on. All right, well, I have a few things that I want to share today. Um, whew, it's crazy how I still be having this feeling of anxiety when I hop on here. Heart be racing. Have to just stop and take a few breaths. But so like I said, there's a few things that I want to talk about. Um, Today I just had this aha moment where I was sitting down meditating just in my quiet time, and I was like, you know what? I'm no longer in a space of believing. Like, I know, right? I'm no longer in a space of believing in myself. I'm in this space of knowing myself. Like, there's no more space for believing. It's time to get to this space of knowing who you are, knowing that you are connected to source, knowing that you are divinely guided and protected. Hi, y'all. Just getting to this space of knowing, because there's a difference between believing and knowing. It's like when you believe in something, there is so much space for things to creep in, right? Doubt, fear of just the things that people are saying about the things that you believe. But just even when you saying you believe in yourself, right? If somebody come in and say something and it don't align with what you believe, then all these other things start to creep in. But when you get to this space of knowing, like for me, I truly know who I am. I know that I'm connected to source. Like I've always known that. I've always known that. So I've always had this confidence in knowing that nothing and no one separates me from that, and nothing brings me closer to that because it's on the inside of me. Like I've always known this. Even when I was in this illusion of thinking that I wasn't trusting myself or trusting the divine. So today I was just sitting down and, like right now I'm in this space where it's like, I know everything is working out in my favor. I know this. It's not something that I believe. I know it. And I just had this moment where I just started crying because I was like, wow, like it took me so long to get to this space of just knowing. Like the confidence in knowing is so powerful. It's so powerful. Nothing can shake that foundation. Knowing is solid. Knowing yourself, knowing who you are, why you show up in life the way that you show up, being in tune with your emotions, the things that's coming up for you, like knowing that these things are not your identity, they're just the experience that you're having. It gives you this not even give you this. It's just empowering. Like, it's so empowering to just know, like, the things. Like, you know what you know, and not so much about people, right? Because it don't matter about what nobody else doing, what nobody else um feel or think about you. Like, you just know, like, this is who I am. Like, I'm doing the work, I'm showing up, I'm doing everything that I need to do to make sure that I'm showing up in this life being a better version of me. And so it just felt really good just to sit with that, just to come into this awareness, because I just been in this state of being, just being here, being present with the things that I know. Like, I'm not shaken, I'm not stirred, and it feels so good because I spent so many decades just confused, lost, not knowing, having these moments where I'm like, oh, I believe in this, I believe that things are gonna get better, and then things happen and I'm right back to where I started, doubting, in fear, in this energy of lack, just all the things. But it's like right now, like, I know no matter what's going on around me, like, I know I have everything that I need. I have everything that I need in this present moment. I'm not lacking anything. Absolutely nothing. I have everything that I need in this present moment. So it doesn't matter my circumstances or what's happening. Like, I am abundant. Like, I know that the divine got me. Like, I know this. I know this. I know I'm destined for greatness. I know this. It's no longer a belief. You know what I'm saying? People have spoken over my life throughout my whole journey, just telling me, like, you're gonna do amazing things, you're gonna do all this stuff that people are prophesying over my life. And I didn't believe that. I just looked at them like they was talking. But now, like, I know it. Like, I'm sitting in this energy of, man, like, I know so many beautiful things are happening, so many beautiful things are coming my way. And I'm grounded in that, just in that knowing. But also realizing how I had to take the steps of um, letting go of fear so I can really step in this space and embody true freedom, right? Because fear keeps us stuck. Fear keeps us in prison. And we're fearing so many things. We're fearing so many things, and so many things. So I'm just gonna share from my heart just the things that's been coming up for me. Um, One thing that came up was how this fear is being projected on to us. Like, if you don't do things right, if you don't live your life the right way, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna go to hell. For me personally, I've never feared that. I've never feared going to hell, ever. Even as a little girl, like, I used to tell people all the time, like, y'all fearing going to hell. Hell is right here on earth. It's right here. Like, just look at the stuff that we witnessing every day in this life. Y'all fearing going to a place after y'all leave here, like y'all are living in it. People are living in hell within themselves, and y'all worrying about dying going to hell. Like, you're struggling within yourself every day, battling with yourself, battling with your own demons, back and forth within yourself. Like, this constant battle. We're constantly running from the one person who we can't escape, which is ourselves. Which is why it's so important to go within yourself and do the work. Face those inner demons, the ones that are constantly talking, constantly battling. And it ain't nothing outside of you talking about some spiritual thing. It's within you. It's the battle within yourself. And if you know, you know. If you being honest with yourself, you know that is nothing outside of you that you have to fear. The battle is within yourself. And until you sit down and get quiet and face those shadows, face those demons that you're battling within yourself, regardless of what it is. Regardless of what it is, it can be something as simple as, eating. Some people have eating disorders. It's so many different things. The list goes on and on. Like, you know what that is for you. I know what it is for me. But I am no longer afraid to sit down and be with me. I'm no longer afraid to sit down and face me, all of me. Like, I'm not perfect. I don't have it all together. But guess what? One thing about me is I'm willing to learn and grow. I want to understand me. Like, that's why I want to put my energy at. I want to understand me so I can understand the things around me. Like, we feel this disconnect from source, and we gravitate to these things outside of us. So we're constantly looking for these things outside of us because we are not willing to just be with us and accept us and know that we are whole and complete just the way that we are. Like, there is no perfect anything. You wasn't sent here to be perfect. You were sent here to have an experience. You know what I'm saying? So it's getting away from the fear. Like, for me, fear drives me because I know, and there's different types of fear. And I can't remember, somebody, I seen it somewhere where somebody was talking about it, but I'm talking about fear in the sense of like how the world tried to project these fears on us to keep us scared, like to keep us chasing things outside of us, right? So, like fearing God, like why should I fear God? Right? People say, oh, you shouldn't question God. And now I'm just going over things that I heard when I was a little girl that didn't make no sense. You shouldn't question God. I'm like, why can't I question God? That should be the one person, the one being, right? I should be able to ask the divine anything. If something don't feel right, if something don't feel right to me or something don't make sense, I should be able to go to source and say, this don't make sense. Why is this like this? And that's something that has brought me to my greatest freedom is questioning everything. Like, I question everything. I've been questioning everything since I was a little girl. If it don't make no sense, I'm questioning. Who are you to tell me don't ask questions? Why can't I ask a question? Because if it's true, then the truth gonna be consistent, right? If it's the truth, I should be able to question it. You should be able to tell me why. Why is this way? And if I don't understand it, you should be able to explain it to me to get me to understand it. Don't come to me telling me, oh, don't question God or don't question me, or even the things that parents say to their kids. You know what I'm saying? Stop questioning me. I'm the adult. Just all the things that people say. But facing my fear is like anything that was when I was younger, anything that was told to me like to keep me scared, I faced it. Like, why am I afraid of this? Okay, I want to find out for myself. Let me see what this is about. And one of the things was, mediumship or connecting to loved ones on the other side. Like, that was something that was fear driven. It was like, oh, you're not supposed to do that. This is demonic. Or anything that they're saying, like, oh, this is demonic. Oh, you shouldn't mess with that. Or, oh, you shouldn't listen to this. Or you shouldn't do that. Like, those things, no, I want to know for myself. I want to find out for myself. And before any of that, I'm taking it to source. Like, what is this all about? And then I'm guided to, oh, look into this. And once I get there and I look into it, I discover like, oh, wait, there was nothing to be afraid of. And I done discovered a gem over here. You know what I'm saying? So it's really just getting to this space of truly trusting you, truly knowing you, like getting away from this thing of believing, right? You know or you don't know. Either you know or you don't know. There is no belief. Either you know or you don't know. And if you don't know, it's something to be discovered, right? So I had to stop putting I had to take myself out the box and start to discover things for myself. That's what I had to do. Like, that brought me to my greatest freedom. Taking myself out of the box. And sometimes that is the biggest fear because you don't know. You don't know. Like, only thing you know is what has been given to you. Your foundation, how you was raised. But inside of you, you have these questions, things that you have been questioning maybe since you were a kid. Something didn't make sense, but you was too afraid to speak up. You were too afraid to say something, but still as an adult, you still have that prompting that's saying, something not right about this. Something not right about this. But you're afraid to say something. Speak up. Speak up. Don't be afraid to walk away from things that no longer align with you. Like you can't be afraid to let go. Like the fear of letting go because you don't know what's on the other side of that fear. There's greatness on the other side of fear. There's freedom on the other side of fear. There's freedom. You're freeing yourself from the bondage that has been put on you from the world, from your upbringing, from just other people's beliefs. No. I'm just in this phase now where I'm like, look, I'm completely free from all the things. Like, I don't like labels. Don't put no labels on me. Don't try to define me with your titles. No, I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that. I am who I am. I love that. I am that I am. That's who I am. No spiritual, no spirit, none of that. Religion, none of it. I don't want none of it. I don't want none of y'all titles. I don't want none of it. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. You're not about to put me in nobody's box. And I even have to catch myself sometimes how I'm trying to put myself back in the box that I done already freed myself from. Like, no. Nope. It's me. So that's what it is. Coming to the freedom of you, who you truly are. Your authentic self. Before all of the things, like what was there, that inner voice, that blueprint that's on the inside of you. Like only you know what that is for you. So you have to go within yourself and discover you all over again. Because, and that's scary because a lot of times we don't know. We don't know who we are. Because we wearing a mask. We pretending. We putting on the face. We being who other people want us to be. So facing that fear to come to your true freedom, the true freedom of who you truly are. And for me, like I'm still just having these moments. It's in the last 3 years that I really just been like having these moments where it's like, damn, I finally arrived to this space of truly accepting me, all of me, flaws and all. Because I still have the things, that I'm working on, that I'm discovering. Like I'm still discovering the parts of me that's in the unknown. There's still parts of me that I haven't discovered. But this version right here, like I love her so much because she understands all of the past versions of her, why I went through what I went through in those chapters of my life. Like seeing it so clear, seeing all the things so clearly, and just truly getting to this space of understanding how those past versions of me carried all that burden of, not feeling worthy, feeling like all the things that was happening was defining me at that time. Like carrying all that heavy baggage. So to get to this space of truly being free of all that and just knowing that, oh, it was just an experience that I was having. It wasn't my identity. When I was able to let that stuff go, y'all, I'm telling y'all, it set me free. Like this is true freedom. This is true freedom to know that life, you came here to experience life. You didn't come here to let life consume you. And it can be heavy sometimes. Only if you let it, right? Because we only can control what we can control. We have to learn how to truly let go of the things that are out of our control. And then another trap too is, keep going back, like digging up stuff. Like you don't have to go and dig up the past. You don't have to go and search for these things or just staying trapped in these things because you feel like you don't know who you are apart from it. Like come back to the present moment. Start here. Start with saying, okay, I'm going to wake up every day and start new. I'm going to start new saying today is a new day and face the things that come up for you in that day. So that's how you can be present in the moment because here's what I know. The things that you need to work on, the things that you um need to face, when it's time for you to face those things, it's going to come up in the present moment. So you don't have to go digging for it. So if we can just come back to the present moment, the now moment, and know that everything we need is going to show up for us in this present moment, when it comes to us just coming to our hearts and coming into alignment, coming into that soul alignment, coming into this space of true peace and true freedom, coming here and just being present with that, I'm telling you, it's just so freeing. It's so light. It's like you begin to flow with life versus going against the flow of life. When you're constantly trying to fight the things, or, acceptance is it, right? Acceptance is the key to freedom. Because if you can accept yourself for who you are in this present moment with all of the things, because change doesn't happen until you accept it. So until you accept who you are, let's just say you're struggling. You don't like who you are right now. You're struggling with yourself. I don't like me. I don't like the things I do. I don't like how I'm showing up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's an addiction that you're battling with. The change is not going to come until you accept the fact that this is who you are, that this is what you're struggling with, and not in a judgmental way, not in a way of condemning yourself, beating yourself up, making yourself feel bad about where you are right now. It's just accepting it with that unconditional love, allowing it to be what it is the first step to change, to that change within you. That's the first step. Hold on, let me see. Let me chime in with y'all real quick. Hello. Y'all be having me cracking up. You know what? Okay. You have an honest question now. You know what? I'm not playing with y'all today. As a black man, it's hard to know where you stand on this earth at times. Well, guess what? That's because the world is trying to define that for you. You have to define it for yourself. Like, once you go within yourself and you know who you are, apart from the things, that's just coming back to knowing that you're a spiritual being having a human experience right here. That's knowing that you are worthy right now where you are. It doesn't matter about the color of your skin, how your hair look, what you look like. None of that matters. It's knowing the essence of who you are. And that's that you're a spiritual being first. So in that, you are whole, you are complete, just the way you are. Is dismantling the illusions of what the world has placed on you. So it doesn't matter. Like, I know, we like to go to the race and what the world is saying. The world is saying a lot. But you get to decide who you want to be, how you want to show up in the world. You going to continue to listen to what the world is saying and how the world is saying you should be, or who the world is saying you should be, saying you're not worthy because of the color of your skin or how you look or all the things that has happened in the past. Like, none of that stuff defines you. And once you break free from that and understanding that nothing defines you, not even the color of your skin, like, that's freedom. That's freedom. That's true freedom. It's like, apart from all of this, like, none of this defines me. Nothing. Where I live, where I grew up, like, none of that. Like, I had to dismantle all of that. But the only way I can dismantle it is by going within myself and realizing, like, I'm looking at what the world is saying. I'm listening to it. I hear it. But in my heart and soul, it's saying something different. So you have to get quiet. You have to be okay with being with you. Right? Getting rid of all the outside noise and tuning into that loud noise on the inside. And it's all of the things that the world is telling you already. So it's like sitting with yourself, going within, listening to the inner voice, that stillness, not what's going on up here. Because all the things gonna go on in your mind. But that's just the projections from the time you came out that's been placed on you. But like, you get to decide, you get to step into your power and say who you are. The inner voice on the inside of you, your soul that's speaking to you all the time, that small, still voice that when the world is saying, oh, this is who you are, this is who you should be, this is how you should show up, is when that still small voice is saying, no, that's not who you are. Remember this? Remember when you were a kid and you was excited about this thing? Like, it'll take you back to those moments to remember before the noise got so loud outside. That knowing that was always here since we were kids, and it's going back into tapping into your inner child is where the true like gems are, because you get to see like before all of these things, like what did I really enjoy, what did I really love to do, what was the things that brought me the most joy. But a lot of us grow up and we just looking at ourselves as these adults, like we have forgotten because of all the things. But that's what happens when you get quiet. That's what happens when you okay with just sitting with you, being with you. And I'm not saying that meditation works for everybody. Meditation is something that works for me, but I had to define that for myself and how I wanted that to look, because a lot of people was telling me like, hey, do guided meditation. But for me, I didn't want anybody in my ear. I didn't, because I'm trying to get away from the noise. So I don't want anybody else in my ear guiding me anywhere. I want to sit with myself and let my soul guide me to where I need to be, what I need to hear, what I need to face in this moment. So it's taking that time for you, and start out with 10 minutes. Just sitting with yourself. Like, start to make it a practice. Like, how much time do you spend with you is the question, right? And just start there. Like, start sitting with yourself and figuring out what's your identity and what's somebody else's identity. Like, who life are we really living is the question. Well, that was my question before, but now I'm living my life for me. I'm doing what feels good to me. I'm getting into alignment every day. Like, if it's not in alignment with me, I'm letting it go. And I've always been somebody who's been able to just freely let things go, for real. For real. And especially during this time, Sean, I'm reading, I definitely feel the power of the universe. I can honestly say I'm blessed. Especially in this time right here, like, there's something magical going on. Like, for real. I'm serious. I keep saying that every day. I'm like, I feel your comment because I feel it with every fiber of my being. It's like, I just know what I know. I know it's solid. That feeling is solid. It's nothing outside of us. It's nothing outside of us. And when people can get that, like, you have truly stepped into true freedom. Like, when you understand that it's nothing outside of you, it's on the inside of you. Yes. And it's all around you too. Like, look at nature. Nature is our greatest teacher. Have you heard of wearing purple on the 21st of November? No, I haven't. Um, I'm going back to that comment because I'm cracking up. Did it hurt when you fell from heaven? It's so funny. I said that to somebody. Well, I didn't say it to him, but I said it to my daughter. She was like, "That is so corny." Oh, I was like, "You look like you just fell from heaven, baby." Mm, but yeah, there's no greater freedom than, oh, thank you. There's no greater freedom than knowing who you are. Like, that's our superpower. That's our superpower. And understanding, like, all of you, because for me, like, I didn't understand my emotions and like why I was feeling the things I was feeling, you know? But now that I get that, like, first of all, just knowing that it's not my identity and it's just an experience. So now when things come up, it's like, oh, okay. And then also understanding too that you can feel so many emotions in a matter of seconds. Like, people may feel like they're going crazy because they're like, wait, hold up. I was just happy. Now I'm sad. Like, what's going on? Understanding that, to understand you too, you begin to understand like what's your what's coming from you, what's your energy, and what's other people's energy. Because, like, if you don't know about being an empath or picking up on other people's feelings, like, you won't know. So, I take time to just sit with myself and be like, okay, especially if I know I've been doing good all day and I've been in a good mood. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'm feeling sad. I'm like, okay, is this my feeling or is this somebody else's feeling? And if it's not mine, then as soon as I say that, I'm like, look, I release it if it's not mine. It'll go away. But if it's mine, it's still going to be there. And I just sit with it. Not letting it consume me, just being present with it. What's going on? And once I sit there, then whatever I need to understand in that moment about what I'm feeling comes up. That's why we have to, take time to just fast from social media and the TV, and it don't have to be nothing crazy. Like, I pick things that just fit me. Like, some days it's like, you know what, I'm a fast the first 3 days of the week. I'm not gonna be on social media for the first 11 days of the month. Like, I just see what feels good to me in the present moment. But I know how to be with me. I know how to ride in silence. I'm doing things that I never was able to do before. Ride in the car without listening to music, I never could do that. But now I just ride in silence. Like, I enjoy being with me. I enjoy being with my thoughts. I love being in the quiet. The song that was coming up for me today was Beyonce, Me, Myself, and I. That's all I got in the end. That's what I found out. Like, be okay with being with you. Like, yes, that's what a true freedom is. The true understanding of you is sitting down and facing you. Like, we can't run from us. So why not get to know you? Why not understand you? You're the one person that you can't escape from. So even if you try to go through life acting like everything is okay, pretending to be something that you're not, at the end of the day, when it's time for you to lay your head on that pillow, you're faced with you. So why not take the time to get to know you? Why not take the time to truly understand you? So, you know. But yeah. Um so thinking about heaven and hell, because of course, growing up, that's all you hear. When it comes to Christianity, like, that's all you hear. Heaven and hell. You know, you're trying to live your life right because you're trying to get to heaven. You're condemning people, telling them they're going to hell. But guess what? We experiencing heaven and hell right here on earth. And it's internal. Like, I was in hell internally for decades, battling me. And now I'm in the space of heaven, right? Internally. Like, I feel peace every day that I wake up. And it was confusing at first because I was like, this is what it means to have peace on earth. But then I was confused because I was like, wait, how could I feel this peace, this internal peace, and still be frustrated and still be, getting angry about things, right? Because the things still come up, I still get angry, I still get frustrated, But I was confused at first because I was like, how could this be? Like, this is weird. How could I be angry and have peace? But then I realized, like, my soul showed me, like, because peace is the essence of who you are. Peace is your soul. And then I had this aha moment where I was like, oh man, like I finally came home to me. Like I'm finally at home within my body, my soul, the essence of who I am is grounded and rooted inside of me. Like it was always there, but I was letting all of the things consume me. I was letting all of the things disconnect me from that inner peace. And after working through all that stuff, doing the work, and it was not easy, going through all the dark nights of the soul, and that's just you, facing your demons. It's that. It wasn't until I did that work that I was able to come to this space of just truly having peace, like for real. So now when the things come up, I'm like, I'm angry, but I'm not anger. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not my identity. Whereas before I thought it was. Like you're this angry person, or you know, um, you're always sad, or it's this or it's that. Like that is not my identity. It's the emotion that I'm experiencing. So, separating the things. It's separating the things. Oh man. Hello, hello, hello. But yeah, it took a long time to get here. So guess what? I'm truly grateful. Truly grateful. But the biggest step that I had to take, and the biggest truth that I had to face, was nothing, like none of the things separated me from source. Like nothing. Nothing. And once I got that truth, oh, I was unstoppable. My identity is in Christ. I like that term too. Yeah, you know, everybody on their own path. And as long as you know what's true for you and you have freedom in that, like, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Is you knowing what your truth is. Like, not it being a belief, it being a knowing. Like, when you know, that's solid foundation. Believing, so many things can creep up into a belief. Doubt, fear, all of the things, separation, like all of the things can creep up into a belief. But when you know what you know, with every fiber of your being, like ain't nothing coming against you. Ain't nothing coming against you. You say your identity. I love that, because guess what? I know Christ consciousness is in me. I embody that. Like everything that he said, I embody that. He knew who he was. I know who I am. I embody that. It's on the inside of me. The consciousness is a consciousness. And I tell people all the time, like, even when I was in Christianity, like I always admired Christ. Like I looked at him, I was like I resonate with that, because nobody could tell him anything, and you just have to get to that space of knowing, right? The Pharisees tried to come and tell him who he was, that he wasn't the Son of God. He was like, I am that I am. Like I am that I am. And that's it. I am that I am. He knew who he was. He knew his purpose. He knew what he came here to do. And he didn't let nothing deter him from that. Like he embodied that essence of who he was, and he moved in it. He knew where he needed to be when he needed to be there. Christ is the example of soul alignment. That's what soul alignment is. Christ consciousness. Just go read the story. If you're not a Christian or you never been down that path, like, just look at his story. He knew he came here to live out his purpose, and he knew he was going to die. So he wasn't fearing any of that. I'm not saying that he may not have those feelings. Well, we know he did, because guess what? When he was in the garden, or where was he? Where he went and he prayed and he was like, why have thou forsaken me? Yes, on your path, you're going to feel like the divine has forsaken you. You're going to feel like so separated from, but nothing is when you know that nothing separates you. So even when you're in those quiet moments where it feel like you don't see nothing, you don't hear nothing, you don't know what's going on, you don't know what the next move is, it's knowing. When you know, nothing separates you, even in the stillness and the quiet. It's like, okay, I don't hear you. I don't feel like I see your face. But guess what? When you look in that mirror, you see the face of the divine, because it's in you. It's in you. But that's what I loved about Christ. Like, he knew who he was. He knew who he was. He knew nothing defined him, nothing separated him from. Like, he knew why he was here. I love that he didn't try to run from the things, right? Like, he knew Judas was going to betray him. Did that stop him from letting Judas in to be a disciple? Nope, because it was a part of his soul's mission. It was a part of his purpose, like why he came here. You're going to be betrayed by this person, but you're going to sit down, you're going to have dinner with them, you're going to do all these things. So it's even like that in our lives. When you get into alignment, you're not going to be trying to avoid, like, I'm not going to talk to them because they don't like me, they ain't this, they ain't that. But they may have something for you on your path, but you have to go with discernment and knowing, right? Because sometimes we want to attach to things and be like, oh, it's going to be this or it's going to be that. And it's not. You only went there for one purpose. Not to be tied down to this person, connected to this person for a lifetime. Like, no. Everything has its season, everything has its purpose. But if you're not in alignment, you don't know that. So you spend time in certain areas too long, more years than you were supposed to spend there. Let's say if you got married, right? You was only supposed to be in that marriage for, and I'm speaking from experience, let's say 10 years. And you was there for 16 years. 6 years longer than you were supposed to be there. Then, that was time wasted. Where if I was in alignment, I would have knew, hey, it was time to go 10 years ago. But hey, those 6 years, I still learned lessons, some hard ones, but hey, I learned them. And I got out of there when I needed to. So, oh, well, you know what? If that's what you want to do, if you want to deny yourself, but yeah, I don't. I honor me. I know who I am, and I know that Christ consciousness on the inside of me. I know that. No man knows the wickedness of people's heart but God. That's why he wants us to be prayerful and be feeding the spirit, not the flesh, to think upon his kingdom. Well, you know what, Michael? The difference between, I want you to think about something, because you was in my live last time with me and my niece. And I just want you to think about something. Like, when you think about Christianity and you think about just all the things that are saying in the book, like, does everything that you read in there, do it really make sense? Do you really agree with all the things that you're reading in that book? Because there is some truth in there. There is some truth. But there's a whole lot of lies in there. A whole lot of deception. And my whole thing is you taking it to source and like really asking, like, show me your truth. Because that's what I did. I had to sit with my Bible and I prayed. My prayer was, Dear God, I want to know your truth, not man's truth. I want to know your truth, not the world's truth, your truth. And I sat down and I read the Bible from Genesis all the way through. Like I studied. 5 a.m. was my time to get up and sit with that book and just be present with it. And like I said, I believe that. I believed it with my whole heart. And that's what I'm talking about, the difference between believing and knowing. See, I know because I used to believe that with my whole heart. And I was guided to not believing, to knowing the true essence of who I am. That book guided me to this space. But it was through me taking it to source, like praying and asking. Because right now, this is something that was given to you. This ain't something that you know is facts. This is a belief that was put onto you since you were younger. Like this is something that was projected onto you. So that's why I was talking about earlier. I was like, question everything. Because if it's true, if it's solid, and it may be for you on your path. You may come here this time to experience this life as a Christian. So trust it. Trust it. I didn't say I read it 10 times. I didn't say I read it 10 times. I said I read and studied that book. I was guided by source through that book. I didn't say I read it 10 times. But then I was guided to throw it in the trash and I haven't picked it up since. So, you know, that's where I'm at. But I'm just telling you, like I was telling you last time, me and my niece was telling you, you know, if you are in a space where you're trying to convince people about what you believe, then maybe something in you is speaking out to discover your own truth. Because when you know what you know, you're not trying to convince people. You're not. You just living it. You being the example. You showing up and showing the world what a true Christian looks like, what it looks like to follow Christ. That's what you're doing. Like you're not out here trying to convince people or throwing Bible verses at people. Like you're not doing that. You're just living your life, being the example, showing up in the world as it. You know? Who said they read it 200 times? Who read it 200 times? That's how many times you read it? I'm not, they have some gems in there. I'll say that. They do have some gems in there. But there's a lot of questionable things in there. A lot of things that you have to take the source and be like, come on now, is this real? What does this mean? You know? But yeah, my journey with it was what it was supposed to be. It was what I need at that time. But I'm somebody who trusts my soul's guidance. I trust that. I pray to source. So I trust that source is going to guide me where I need to be when I need to be there. So when I prayed and I said, hey, I don't want to be a Christian. I don't want to go to church. I don't want to do these things. I just want to sit here, read my Bible and know you. I was guided to go to church and become a Christian. And guess what? When I was guided to do it, even though I said I didn't want to do it, I trusted where I was being guided. I went, I was in the church, joined the dance team, did all the things. When I was there, I was there. I believed it with my whole heart. I trusted it with my whole heart. But when I was guided out of it, I left it. Because guess what? Every soul, and I didn't understand it at first, but now I know that every soul comes here to experience this life in a different way. Everybody did not come here to be a Christian. Everybody did not come here to be a Muslim. Everybody didn't come here to be a Buddhist or whatever. Like, everybody didn't come here to experience the same thing. Just think about that. Life would be so boring if that was the case. There is nothing new under the sun. These things has been in place for centuries, okay? For centuries. Like, let's just be real. They have been in place for centuries. So to come to this understanding, because I was upset. I was in a religion and I thought that, hey, this is the way everybody's supposed to follow this. I believed all that stuff. I believed all that. But I was shown because I asked. I want to know the truth. Not man's truth and not the world's truth. I want to know your truth source, the divine who created all of this. Like, what is all this about? Show me. And my heart was open to receive the truth. And then I was shown later, when you were sitting down praying and asking to know my truth, you was asking to know your own truth. To know that what you always known. I'm not outside of you. You're not looking for me in the sky. You know I'm on the inside of you. And with that, guess what? Nothing can deter me from knowing that. Like, that is the true power. That is the true essence. To know that the divine is on the inside of you. Nothing separates you from it. I'm not no sinner. I'm not no sinner. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. You're not about to put your labels on me. You're not about to have me feeling less than. I'm worthy. I know who I am. Okay? I am that. I am that I am. Just like Christ. He knew. The world was trying to put the labels on him. You this, you that. You don't dress a certain way. You know, you're not in the buildings. You're out with the prostitutes and the drunks, and you know what I'm saying? That's Christ. Christ is alignment. You want to know what alignment looks like? I'm telling you. Look at Christ. And tell me, how is your life lined up in that way? Right? Because he wasn't out here trying to convince people. He was embodying and being exactly who he is. So, you are so funny. Michael, I'm already winning. I'm already winning because I know who I am. I know who I am. So, you are so funny. You know what? I told you last time. Your ego have you in the comments saying all this stuff, but your soul is so intrigued. Your soul is saying, wait, that's a soul that's free from all this bondage, all these traps. Your soul is intrigued. Okay? Your ego have you caught up. Like, no. Do you know the difference between your ego and your soul? Huh? Ego have you living in fear. Ego wants you to stay comfortable. Ego don't want change. Ego is saying, no, that's something different. I ain't trying to do that. Yeah, ego have you stuck for real. Like I said, I'm not here to convince anybody that where they are on their path is wrong. I'm just simply here to share my experience. That's it. And for the people who it's meant to touch, for the people it's meant to stir something up in, it's gonna do that. Like, my truth is the only ground I have to stand on. That's it. And my truth is my life experience, things I have lived. That's all I have. I can't tell you nothing beyond that. I can't tell you nothing beyond that. What I can say is I'm a soul who just want to understand me, and going on that path and embarking on that path to understanding me, it has opened up this beautiful knowing of the things around me. To understand me is to understand you. To understand me is to understand the world and what's happening. Like the things that's out of my control, I ain't fighting with that anymore. I'm not trying to control that. But I see you as I see myself. Why? Because I was once you. I was once in a religion. So I know what it's like to be in a religion and believe it with your whole heart and to let that be your foundation. I know what that's like. So I can have compassion and understanding and saying, if that's what you believe and that's what you not just believe, I want you to know it because there's a difference. So if you know it with your whole heart, with no doubt, with no fear, if you know that's your truth, then that's where your soul's supposed to be. But if you have any, just a little bit of doubt, a little bit of question about the things that you're saying you believe, then hey, that's your soul trying to tell you you're not in alignment. You're living somebody else's truth. And that's what that is. So, ego is God, spirit too. Wait, what? Let me see. It's your signature. The ego has its purpose. I used to want to get rid of the ego. I wanted the ego to die, but I was like, you know what? No, it still has its purpose. Ask questions, let's debate. I'm not here to debate with you. You trying to convince yourself of your own truth. Like that's what you want to do. I'm not here to debate with you. I'm here to share my truth because I know what it is. I don't need to debate. I know what it is. I know what it is. You trying to convince yourself about things that you're questioning and you're scared to face it. You're scared because you're living your life in fear. Okay. Nothing that it's like you can't win, right? Because you're a sin. All the things that's listed as sins, right? But then that's where the crutch come in, where they say, Jesus died for your sins. Just repent. But how many times you gonna keep repenting for the same thing? Like, come on. Let's be real. Let's be real. It's just a crutch. That's all that is. You're not scared. So you don't have nothing that you're scared of. Right? You living your life right according to Christ. Huh? Huh? Are you? See, that's the thing. I'm not rejecting him. I know that Christ consciousness is in me. It's a difference. I am that. I am Christ consciousness. And Christ consciousness is me. We're one and the same. It's just like when he said, I am my father and my father is me. It's the same thing, Michael. You just know that you know, okay? You know who you are. Nothing separates you from that. Like, it's not on the outside of you. That's all I'm trying to tell you. I'm not afraid of no devil. I'm not afraid of none of that. I'm not afraid of going to hell. I have lived hell, okay? I have internally that hell inside of you. Like, you're in it. You can either experience heaven or hell on this earth. That's what it is. When you pass away, every breath, right? Every breath goes back to source. Every breath, that soul goes back to source. Then you come back, do it all over again. You do it all over again. Okay, reincarnation. Okay, that's what it is. I'm telling you, there's freedom in not fearing things. Okay, there's freedom in knowing. I don't fear that. Since I was a kid, I knew that. Okay, since I was a kid, I was never afraid when people told me, "Oh, if you don't get your life right with Christ, you're gonna go to hell." I never feared that, ever. Ever. If I could look you in your eyes right now, if you was right here, we locked in. I never was afraid. Okay? Never was afraid of going to hell ever, because I knew the truth. I knew the truth. So when people used to say, "You're going to hell," I used to just laugh at them, because I'm like, y'all crazy. Y'all are in hell. This is it. This is it. Earth. Look at it. Look at all the stuff that we experience or get to witness all just through this life. Come on. You think you're going somewhere worse than this? But here's what I'll tell you. The power of the mind is real. The power of the mind is real. And this is what I say. I had a friend. We both were in the church together. We both was in the church together. And we came out of the church together. And she was just telling me about her experience and how she experienced demonic spirits. And I just told her, I was like, I'm not here to tell you that what you experienced wasn't real, because I didn't experience that. I've never had that fear, and I've never experienced anything like that. And I know I never experienced anything like that because I don't have a fear about those things. But if you have a fear about those things, you can experience those things, because in your mind, you're afraid. So it's just like the people who are on a path to be Christians. Yes, people are having these experiences. They're seeing Christ because they believe this, like this is their consciousness. That's what they believe. So they're going to experience that. So you may ask the question, like, how is it that some people can go on their life and not have any fear about anything and, live this beautiful life? And you have people who walking around in fear of things and experiencing these type of things. That's because they believe it with their whole heart. And the people who know. So you walking around in true freedom. You know that you ain't got nothing to be afraid of. Like, nothing's controlling you. Like, that's you stepping into your power. Nothing controls me. Nothing outside of me is controlling me. Nothing has that type of power over me. So when you know, you know. And that's the difference between believing and knowing, right? When you believe that you're a sinner, you're going to hell, that you have demonic spirits that can come and take over your body and do all these things. When you believe those things, you experience those things. You experience those things. But when you know what you know your truth. You know the essence of who you are. You know that nothing outside of you have any power over you, right? When you know this, yes, you're living a life of inner peace, of true freedom. So that's what it is. That's what it is. There's different types of fear, though. That's the thing. There's different type of fear. I can say, oh, I don't have no fear, but I'm not going to go jump off no damn building. I ain't trying to kill myself. Like, there's different type of fears. So, yes, there is fear, but I'm talking about the fear of something outside of me controlling me. That type of thing, right? Oh, I'm dying and I'm going to hell. I don't have no fear of dying going to hell. I already know what it is. So that's what I'm talking about. There's different types of fear. I know the fear that the Bible, because they want y'all to be scared. That's why. The Bible is full of fear. But there is no greater power than knowing who you are. Knowing that you are whole and complete. That the divine made you. You were perfectly made in the image of the divine. You are that. Okay? You are worthy to know that. Then it goes back to every man has a duty, and is to tremble for their own salvation. Okay, did you read the part in the Bible where it says nobody can die for your sins? Did you read that? It's really confusing, that book. That book is very confusing. I think comfort is the biggest enemy of fear. Makes us move. Yeah. You know, Hey, like I said, if you are 100% confident in your truth, then guess what? I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you because it's your truth. So it don't matter what I think, what I believe about you and your truth. Like none of that matters because it's your truth. Live it. Like that's that's where I'm at. Empowering people to just be on their path and be their authentic self and live their truth. If that's your truth, hey, live it. Live it. If you believe that you're a sinner, then that's your truth. But don't be mad at me because I'm telling you I ain't nobody sinner. You're not about to define me. You're not about to put your label on me. It's not happening. I know. I know who I am. That, yeah, that there, nope. I know, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, you know. But we all just trying to figure this thing out. We all just trying to figure this life out. And you just have to figure it out for you. You know what I'm saying? That's it. For me, yeah, I'm that one that's questioning everything. Why do I believe this? Is this true? If it's not true, then show me. Like, that's a simple prayer that you can pray and just trust that the divine is going to show you. If this is true, then show me. If it's a lie, then show me. Like, ask the question, pray about it. Because guess what? The divine gonna answer. The divine is gonna answer. But you know, I mean, what type of relationship is that if you're fearing? Like, God, no. I don't fear the divine. Like, I have a relationship with the divine. I know the divine loves me. Okay? It used to be a belief thing, but I know that me and all my imperfections, like, I am loved by source. I'm shown every day. Every day. When I look in the mirror, I see the face of the divine. Because the divine is in me. Like, that's it. So when you know that, when you can look at yourself and see the divine, like, apart from all the things, I can say whatever I want. Like, I have a relationship. See, that's the problem. What is your relationship like? That's your relationship. I say the divine, I say the universe, I say it's source, I say the creator. Like, that's where I'm at. Like, we good. We have a good relationship. Okay? The universe is in everything, and everything is in the universe. And you know what? That was another thing, Michael. I asked because I struggled with the name. I was like, why people calling you all these different things? Like, I want to call you by your name. And then they had the whole universe thing. You know, I was in Christianity, upset because people were saying universe. And then I was like, okay, source, talk to me. What should I call you? What is up with this universe thing? And I was shown, hey, the universe is in everything, and everything is in the universe. So I say universe too. Like, come on. You have to know what your relationship is with source. Okay? And yeah, and just let it be what it is. But I am divinely guided and protected. I am loved in the most abundant way. Okay? Unconditional love. Do God love you based off of conditions? Or is God unconditional love? Like, make it make sense. Which one is it? Do God love you unconditionally? Or is he loving you based on condition by if you're sinning or not? Like, make it make sense. It's common sense. But I'm realizing that all sense ain't common because the world ain't making it common. Like, either the divine loves me unconditionally, or the divine love me based off of conditions? Because if I'm going to go under this umbrella of being a sinner, guess what? Nope. You ain't never getting that thing right. Whether it's what you're eating, not having sex outside of marriage, like all of the things, you just jumping through one hoop through another. You just can't get it right. How many times you have to repent and ask for forgiveness because you're the sinner? But what happens when you realize that you're not a sinner and that you're just living this life having an experience? You're a spiritual being having a human experience. You wasn't sent here to be perfect. You wasn't sent here to be perfect. You were sent here to have an experience. Your soul came here to experience this life the way it wanted to experience it. So if you want to look at it as source, the divine, living life through you, having an experience, right? There's so many ways you can look at that. But I choose to stand in my power, knowing that nothing and no one separates me from the divine. Not no sin, nothing. Because the divine loves me. I was created in the divine image. Okay? So, I'm whole and complete. Nothing separates me from that. Nothing. That's power. You can't even sit here. I'm telling you, you come to my life because you know. That is true power. That is true essence. Like, to know that, like, just think about it. I want you to just sit in that. If you can just sit there with yourself and say, okay, I'm whole and complete. The divine loves me unconditionally, right? There's unconditional love. What does that mean? It means no condition. Nothing separates you from the divine. The divine loves you. So even if you went and ate that pork chop, the divine loves you. Like, that's what it is, right? Unconditional love. Or do the divine love me based off a condition? Okay, I just went, and I'm using this example for you. You just went, slept with that girl up the street or whatever, and you're not married. Oh shoot, the divine don't love me. Like, I'm separated from the love. Like, what? Make it make sense, people. Like, come on. Like, we have to start thinking for ourselves. We have to start questioning the stuff that people are telling us. Like, come on. Before there was a book, before there was any of these things, before you came out of your mother's womb and they projected all the things onto you, guess what? Your heart was beating. So come back to your heart, come back to your knowing. Before your brain was developed, before the people can put all the things in your mind, your heart was beating. So come back to your heart, come back to love, come back to the essence of who you are. That breath that you're breathing, that you can just sit here and you don't have to do anything and it's just flowing through your lungs. Guess what? That's your soul. That's your soul. Sit with it. Be one with it. Listen to it. Come on, Michael. You are whole and complete, okay? You are enough. You are worthy, okay? You are created in the divine image. Nothing separates you from that, okay? You're going to wake up one day and be like, oh, shoot. I'm enough. I'm not a sinner. I'm not a sinner. Just sit with that. How does that feel? To say, I'm not a sinner. Say it. I want you to say it. And then tell me in the comments how I feel. Or are you scared? Are you scared? Why is it so easy? This is another question I had. Because I was like, why is it so easy for us to believe the worst of us? Why is it so hard for us to believe that? Like, when you really think about that, that's crazy. If somebody's telling you that the divine loves you unconditionally, There's nothing that you have to do, right, to work for that love. Why is that so hard for you to believe? You would rather believe that you're a sinner and that you have to jump through all these hoops to earn the divine love. That same love that is being said that is unconditional. Like, really think about that. This is the time for us to start thinking for ourselves. Like, for real. Coming back to our hearts and really thinking for ourselves. Questioning the things. That stuff don't make no sense. I've been questioning that since I was a kid. Make it make sense. And if you can't make it make sense, then don't talk to me. Because I'm going to go talk to Source. Straight up. And I know that I don't have to be on my knees. I don't have to be in some prayer closet. I don't have to be sitting in some chapel or whatever for Source to hear me. Like, I can sit here right now and just stop, have a moment of silence, go within myself, and have a whole conversation with Source. Like, come on. Why is it so easy for us to believe the worst of us? The worst of us. And somebody sitting here saying, you know what? The divine loves you. But you know why? It's easy because we already thinking the worst of ourselves already. So once you start to go within yourself and do the work and realize, love on yourself, give your own self that unconditional love. Give it to you first, because you can't even receive it from anybody. From Source. You can't receive it from Source because you ain't giving it to yourself. Do you love you unconditionally, or are you beating yourself up about all the things that you're not getting right? Come on. Like, how bad are you punishing yourself every day about all the things, right? You want to get it all right. You want to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. You wasn't sent here to be perfect. Embrace your imperfections. Love yourself unconditionally, and then you can open your heart to receive the unconditional love from the divine. It's so simple. It starts with us. Michael Jackson said it starts with the man, the woman in the mirror. Once you start to do that for yourself, you open up your heart to all of that unconditional love from Source. It's there, just waiting for you. Love can't be that easy. Plants just. Oh my goodness. I just have so much love and compassion for you because you just want to do it the hard way, Michael. It is that easy. Life was meant to be easy and simple. Okay, the world is making it hard and complicated. Why you want it to be hard? I don't understand. Why? But you know why? That's what I'm saying. I have compassion for you because I don't know your story. I don't know how you were raised. I can only speak from my own experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're brought up in this world where we have to work for people love, right? We working for our parents' attention and, doing all the things, trying to be this perfect kid and then grow up and try to be this perfect adult, right? Are you being condemned and made ashamed of for the things that you didn't get right? You know what I'm saying? Just all of the projections from when we were kids. So I get it. That's why it's easy. But you have to decide to choose you. You have to decide to realize that you are worthy of your own love, right? You have to decide that you're going to show up for you and you're going to be whatever it is that you felt like you didn't get when you were a kid. Like, you have to start to show up and do that for you. Because I'm telling you, that's the only way that you can get to this space of opening yourself up to knowing, not believing, knowing that nothing separates you from Source. Like, nope. You are enough right now, right here. Not wait until you die to go to heaven to have a good experience, having that experience here on earth. Like, nah. Don't get me started, because I'm like, none of that shit makes sense. Like, none of it makes sense. None of it. If it wasn't for the story of Christ, I wouldn't have been raised by loving parents. Well, I'm glad you had loving parents. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, well, if you had loving parents who raised you in Christ, then guess what? They were in alignment with their soul's mission to be Christians, like real Christians, because there's a difference, okay? So they were in alignment. That's what I'm talking about with alignment. Some people are sent here to be Christians, okay? That's alignment. And some people are not. Like, it's not a battle about who's right or who's wrong. It's a battle, it's about who's in soul alignment. It's not about who's right or who's wrong, right? So when you see Christians who are living their life, they're loving Christians, they're showing up as Christ showed up. When you see that, those people are in alignment. And when you see the ones who are judging, condemning people, oh, you on the wrong path, is this, is that, you're wrong, I'm right, those people are out of alignment. It's that simple. And I'm telling y'all, I didn't always know that. I was mad at first because I was like, look, I prayed and I said I didn't want to do that, and you made me do it anyway. What was the point? And I was so upset. And when I came out of Christianity, I was trying to convince everybody that it was wrong and that they were believing a lie. All of the things, I used so much energy to do that. And my soul came and said, hey, you didn't go through that to convince people that they're wrong. Like, that was your experience. That's what you needed to experience for that time. Now it's time to move on. And now I have peace. I ain't judging nobody. I have Christian friends who are in alignment, and we coexist. We flow in harmony. We go have lunch. We sit down. We talk. I say universe. They say Jehovah or Christ or whoever. Like, we ain't debating. We just loving each other unconditionally, knowing that we are all on our own path. That's what this life is supposed to look like. That's what harmony looks like. Not about trying to convince people that they're right or they're wrong. But I'm understanding that people who are trying to convince people that they're on the wrong path is people who are out of alignment. They're really trying to convince themselves, right? They want somebody to validate what they say they believe. Like, that's what that is. It's that simple. But, hey, it feels good to just be present with me and who I am. And the standards that I hold for myself and how I want people to respect me on my path is how I respect people on theirs. Live your life. Do what makes you happy. If you have true joy and peace in what you're doing and where you are, hey, I'm happy for you. I'm not trying to convince you that you're wrong and that I'm right. I'm living my truth. You live yours. Like, the standards that you hold for yourself, you hold those standards for others. Like, nah. Like, I don't want nobody trying to control me. I don't want nobody trying to tell me I'm wrong about what I know on my path. What's my truth? How can you tell me what's true for me? Are you living my life? Are you in my body? Okay, no. Is Source talking to you through me? Like, what is Source? Nah, I have my own relationship with the divine. So I trust that everybody else do too. And if they don't, then I can see it. I don't have to even ask the question. It shows. It shows by the way they show up, how they talk, how they move. I can tell if you're living your life for you or if you're living your life based off of somebody else's beliefs. Like, I can tell. It's energy. It don't lie. We need to go to heaven. Michael, look, like I said, if you want to wait to get to heaven to enjoy your life, then you do that. I'm experiencing heaven here on earth, and it feels good. Like, heaven on earth to me is having internal peace, okay? Like, peace within, being at home within your body, connected to the soul that's on the inside of you. That is heaven. That's heaven on earth. You know that breath I just told you that you're breathing in your lungs? Like, you don't even have to, just look at the magic that's happening on the inside of you. Like, you don't even have to tell yourself to breathe. Your breath is just going. That is your soul. When you die, the breath of life, the soul leaves the body. So it's on the end. Come on now. You're breathing. Your breath. Okay? That's your soul. That's your soul on the inside of you. You don't control it. It's there. Okay? Be present with it. Sit down. Breathe. Be one with your breath. Okay? Go within your body. Listen to your heartbeats. That's all the divine right there. It's right there. Oh my goodness. It's so good. So that's what it means to come back to oneness within yourself. Source gave you life, right? Right? Go ahead, Michael. Don't get shy. Source gave you life, right? I'm waiting. Source gave you life? Huh? The breath of life. You know, when you leave this place, when you take your last breath, that breath goes back to source. So if it's on the inside of you and you're breathing that life, go and be one with that. Connect with that. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? But yes, you know, I mean, there is no debate with somebody who's just trying to encourage you, inspire you to be one with you, to go within yourself and know that you're a whole, complete, worthy, that the divine truly loves you unconditionally, not with conditions, not based off of your sin that you're committing, like loves you unconditionally. There's no debate in that. That's good. I'm glad all is well. Yes. In this present moment, when you come back to your heart, you know it is. Still breathing, still another chance to get it right, you know? Another chance for learning and growing. People just want it to be about ego and the flesh and not feel like they're being watched by anyone. Not being watched by anyone. But you know what? The crazy part is they know they're being watched. They know they're being watched, but yet they're still trying to hide from the one from source who sees all. Like, y'all still doing stuff and thinking that, you know, you can hide from it, but you can't. Mike, I'm still waiting for you to answer my question. Because why is it so easy for you to just believe that? Like, huh? Why is it so easy for you to believe the worst in yourself? Why? Oh, what you said? Did I miss it? Tell me again, because I must have missed it. And it's up there somewhere. Why we believe in what? I say, why is it so easy for you to believe the worst in yourself? That you're a sinner. Like, why is it easy? So easy for you to believe that? Okay. Then that breath of life that's on the inside of you, that's your soul. Be one with it. Like, get quiet. Just go ask the questions. Do you fast? Do you meditate? Do you fast? Fasting and praying. How long I've been on here? No, okay. I mean, you don't have to, but I'm just saying, like, it's a way to just kind of go within yourself and get quiet and know your truth. What's true for you? Not what the world telling you, not what your mom and daddy told you. What's true for you? Why do you believe what you believe? Like, have you ever asked that question? Why do I believe this? Or did you just go along with what you were told? Like, that's the true question. Because ain't nothing wrong with asking questions. You should be able to question everything and always get the answer. So, oh. But that's what I'm saying. I know that's how you were raised. So what I'm saying is have you ever asked the question, like, why do I believe this? You know what I'm saying? Because it was passed down to your parents. Like, you see what I'm saying? These things were passed down, like, just one generation after the next. Like, what is the truth behind it? Where did it come from? Why do we believe this? Why is it that people say they believe this? They say they're following Christ, but they're doing something totally different. Like, questioning everything. That's what I mean. Okay, you was a master doubter, but did you question? There's a difference between doubting and questioning. Okay? There's a difference. I love that. I love that. I'm just saying, like, I'm just telling you. I'm not saying that you on the wrong path. Your soul may be in alignment. I mean, based off our last conversation when you was in here with me and my niece, I was saying you was out of alignment. But now you chill. You just asking questions. We talking, sharing our story. So you may be in alignment. But that's why I told you. I said if you have any doubt, like just any question or that inner voice speaking, like something ain't right about this. Stop ignoring it. That's what I'm saying. Stop ignoring it. If it's speaking to you, saying something ain't right. Okay. All right then. You solid. I love that. No questions is good because that's where I'm at. Like, I have no question about where I'm at. I just continue to go within myself and ask for guidance. And sometimes I'm just minding my own business. And my soul come and say, hey, it's time to move. Like when I was in Christianity, I was minding my own business. I was doing just fine. I believed it with my whole heart. I even got baptized again. And my soul was like, nope, it's time to go. And I was like, oh man, like really? I was just getting comfortable. So that's what my path has been like. My path has been really just magical, for real. It's been very interesting. I just go with the flow of what my soul is showing me. Like, and I truly understand it now. It's like, oh, okay, I come here to have experience. I didn't come here to get stuck there. I did that last time. Oh, I'm not supposed to go here. I already did that one lifetime. I don't remember in this body, but I've already done that. So, that's how my path is. I'm just here to let my light shine, you know, and that's it. That's it. Show people what it truly looks like to just be free within yourself with no bondage or, things keeping me captive, keeping me stuck. Because I know Capricorn, he was all headed. Well, that's the thing about the signs. Oh, and look at you talking about signs. Isn't that like a sin or something? You're not supposed to be talking about zodiac signs. I'm just being funny. Because that's a sin. You're going to go to hell, Michael. You better stop it. Talk about Capricorns. But, yes. I just love seeing people be free just within their truth. That's it. Look at you speaking wisdom. You better tell them. You better tell them. See, that's what true Christianity looks like. You know the things. But you know those Christians who be saying, oh, that's a sin. You're going to hell. You better not be looking at no horoscopes. But guess what? When you know, you know. Source created all things, okay? The heavens and the earth, the planets, the signs. Like, come on. Well, at least you know. I know, that's true. See, that's the thing. And another beautiful thing about me is, like, I know what I know. It's everything is nothing is perfect. I know and then I don't know. So it keeps me open to learning and growing. Like, I know the things and then I don't know nothing at all. I know everything and then I don't know nothing. So it keeps me open to learning and growing. Like, I don't know everything, but I'm open to learning and growing. Like, that's what it is. My friend used to say, there is so much stuff that you don't know that you can build a whole nother world. And I never understood that before because I was so young and just, in my own little world. But now that I'm in this space, I totally understand that. Like, if you think you know everything, if you think you're done learning, guess what? You done already failed. You done already failed. Because guess what? Nope. We are always learning and growing. They think they never can. Wait. They think they never can have error. They were made perfect today. Yeah. I mean, now I just, I don't even entertain those type of people. Because if you somebody who just stuck in your ways and think that's it, and think that what you know is the right way, that's the only way, there's just one path, yeah, I'm not talking to people like that. They know how to dismantle. Who know how to dismantle? Dismantling is that's my superpower. I'm dismantling all the illusions. Don't tell me it's just one way to do something, because I'm going to dismantle that. I'm going to dismantle it. I'm dismantling it. Oh, the only way you can heal is if you go to the doctor. The only way you can heal this is if you take this medicine. Guess what? I'm that soul who said, okay, give me the medicine. And then I get home, throw it in the trash, and then I say, okay, so what's a natural way to heal my body? What's a natural way to heal my body? What's a natural way to get my iron level up? They gave me these iron pills. I ain't taking that. My soul show me, I do what I'm supposed to do. I go back, I get my blood work done. They're like, oh, your iron levels went up. Did you finish all your medication? No, I threw it in the trash. So I dismantle the lies. Like, you're not about to tell me that this is the only way. My body is a natural healer. I know that. I trust that. So guess what? I don't take medicine. I don't take, hey friend, how are you? Um, yeah. So I dismantle the lies. Like, that's my soul. I keep telling people, like, when it comes to being in tune with me and listening to my soul, like, yeah, I'm dismantling all the things. I come here to be a rebellion against all the illusions, all the lies that we have been told. That's me. We found out DNA recently. Wait, we found out DNA recently and is a way to dismantle the code of God. But you still following rules though. You still like in the box with all these rules and labels and things. How about you dismantle all of it? How about you dismantle all of it and come back to the true essence of who you are? Like, how about that? Because before any of the things you existed before any of the things. So why not come back to that, the true essence of who you are? Don't just dismantle science, dismantle all of it. Like, that's where I'm at. I am that I am. That's it. That's how I'm showing up in this life. I'm doing good. How are you? What is the purpose of this life? Of this live? Oh, this live? Oh, I'm just in here sharing my journey. That's it. And right now we just talking, we just having conversation. The purpose of this live and any live that I do is to inspire others to get into soul alignment. To get into alignment with what your soul came here to do. Whatever that looks like for you. And the way you gonna know is if it feels good to your soul. Is it fulfilling? Because if what you're doing is out of alignment, it's gonna feel like you dying inside. Your soul is dying. So that's how you know when you're out of alignment. That's how you know when you're not moving in your purpose. Your purpose is soul alignment. When you get into soul alignment, you move with purpose. That's it. It's not about what everybody else is doing. It's not about who's right or who's wrong. It's about what feels good to your soul. So, Michael, why are you trying to debate all the things though? Why? I just said dismantle all of it. If science is crap, guess what? Science is crap. The Bible can be crap. Like, all the things can be crap. Like, just dismantle what you need to dismantle for you. Like, what is true for you? What is in alignment with you? Because science may be cap for you, but it's true for somebody else. Like, somebody believe that with their whole heart and soul. And that's their path to be in the life of science. And hey, that's their path. It's not about who's right or who's wrong. I'm Muslim. Hi. Yeah. And the whole thing is about if you're in alignment. If you being a Muslim is what's like in alignment for your path, You know that's your truth with no question, with no doubt, with no fear. That's alignment. You live it. You're not out here trying to convince people. But you know what's funny? Christianity is the only religion that I have experienced that have people trying to convince people that this is the only way to go. Like I was married to a Muslim and his family was Muslim, like, and at the time I was a Christian. It wasn't no who's right or who's wrong. Like we just coexisted with each other. Like it was just that what this life is supposed to be. People living in harmony with one another. It's not about trying to prove who's right or who's wrong. So as long as you know where you at on your path, you know that's your truth. Like I said, if you don't have no question, no doubt, no fear, then guess what? You're in alignment. Yeah, I'm like, people don't understand. Like, and I know because I didn't understand. I was angry at first. I was like, why you made me go through all that for nothing? But see, I'm somebody who pray and I ask about all the things. I pray and I ask for guidance. But my prayer in the beginning was, I don't want to go to church. I don't want to be a Christian. I don't want to do that. Like, I just want to know you, God. I just want to know your truth. I just want to know your truth, not man's truth, not the world's truth. And guess what? I picked up the Bible, I started reading it, and I was guided to go to church and be a Christian. And I was like, okay, I'm in there. I believe it with my whole heart. I'm trusting it. And 2 years in, my soul came and shook things up. And I was like, you have got to be kidding me. You made me do all that for nothing? You made me do all that to tell me it's a lie? And I was mad. And then when I was able to come back to my heart and be like, okay, what was that about? Why did you take me down that path? And I was shown, because you needed to experience this to understand, right? And then when I came out, I was trying to convince everybody that they were living a lie. This was wrong. It's not the truth. And I was looking like a crazy person. And my soul said, hey, you're not here to convince people that they're wrong. Because what's wrong for you may be right for somebody else. And what's right for somebody else may be wrong for you. And that's okay. So just keep moving forward, right? And I didn't get caught up in no more traps. For real. I'm like, look, I didn't get caught up in no more traps. When I came out of Christianity, I was looking around, and it would have been easy for me to go to another religion because that's what my mom always did. Like, I watched my mom go from one religion to another, trying to find what was on the inside of her. Like, she going to all these different places, but she always went back to Christianity. But for me, when I came out of Christianity, I looked around and I was like, all of this looked the same. It just looked like another trap to me. Like, it ain't on the outside of me. It ain't nothing on the outside of me. It's on the inside of me. Like, I know this. I've been knowing this since I was a little girl. But like I said, I stopped and I prayed and I listened. And then I was mad because I was like, that was 2 years wasted. But it was all good. It made me have compassion for people on a journey. That's what it did. It's all, yes, exactly. We are all one. I think you missed my live where I was talking about that. I have to unlock it. It's on there. But I was guided to, well, during my meditation, I was just shown, like, you need to go talk about this because we in 2025 and people still debating about who's right or who's wrong. Like, we're all one. We're one. That's it. It all comes down to one. Have you heard India.Arie song, One? I love that song because it is so true. We can debate until the end of time about who's wrong or who's right, but it all comes down to one. So, let me see. My truth is Islam. They're in your chat box with these divine and conquer questions. You see them, huh? Oh my goodness. I was just telling Michael here, I'm like, look, it ain't about debating. Because if you debating, guess what? You already have doubt. You already have doubt. Your soul sent you here because guess what? A part of you are questioning all the things. You're just afraid to speak on it. You're living your life in fear. You have to listen to that one. That one is so good. But yeah, it's real. So, I'm gonna read what I wrote the other day because even with the race thing, like it's any illusion that keeps us separated from each other. Anything that's causing division, separation, making you think you better than somebody, all of those things is illusions to keep us stuck, to keep us trapped. But guess what? You truly elevate and evolve when you know. First of all, when you know who you are. When you are the divine and the divine is you. Like when you know that, guess what? Ain't no greater power than that. When you see yourself as you see others, the divine in me recognize the divine in you. Like nothing separates you from that. Like when you know that, come on, man, that's your superpower. That is your superpower. Why did I write it at? I want to read it because it was good. So the two songs that I was given was India.Arie 1 and Bob Marley Redemption Song. Because I was shown like slavery still exists. And slavery is in the mind, right? And then Bob Marley's song Redemption, he says, no one but ourselves can free our mind. So you the only one who can set yourself free. That's it. Nobody else can do it for you. Nobody else can do it for you. Yes, exactly. So during my meditation, I wrote this. We are all one. It's time to dismantle the spirit of separation. It's an illusion. It's time to stop looking at how we are different and see how we are the same. We are all connected. It's time to come back to your hearts and reconnect to your soul, back to oneness. It's time to dismantle the slavery mindset. The shackles are no longer physical, they are mental. Something to think about. And this is just talking about race, how we try to talk about who's the dominant race, who's superior, who's inferior, who was here first, all of those things. This is talking about that. Something to think about. Have you ever stopped to think about how we can survive with almost everything except our heart and the breath of life, aka the soul? Some people are walking around on borrowed time. Life has been extended through an organ donation that may have come from someone that in your heart you have hated / disliked or a family member. Something to think about. Y'all want to keep holding on to this spirit of separation. But if your life was on the line or someone who you loved life was on the line, would you be saying, I don't want that heart, kidney, lung, etc. of whatever race you think you better than? There is no superior / greater race. It's just the human race. That's it. Look around at life. It's our greatest teacher. Over time, some of the hardest lessons for us to face are right in front of us. And we are not able to see it because our hearts are closed. We are disconnected from ourselves. How could you be connected to anything when you're disconnected from yourself? Like, you just can't. You can't. If you're disconnected from yourself, what you connecting to? What you connected to? Come on through. Tell them. Talk to them in the chat. Talk to them in the chat. If we disconnected from ourselves, we have a slavery mindset. Our closed hearts keep us from understanding this life and experiencing true freedom. When I came into one of the biggest, or what I thought was the biggest awakening of my journey, coming into knowledge of myself and my history slash story of the past of my ancestors, learning about slavery and the great oppression of the African race, I was angry and enraged. As I started to learn about how we are the superior race, my heart and soul would not let me get excited about that. So the ego would get excited about that, right? The ego wants to be the dominant, superior, better than, but my soul wouldn't let me get excited about that. And I was so confused because I was like, why am I not excited about that? Like, why I don't agree with what people are saying? Like, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with it. So my soul would not let me get excited about that. I prayed about it, and this, I asked for the hidden truth that the hardened heart has blinded people to see. And I was shown, if you take someone from every race, a mother, a father, and their child slash children, they all will feel the same pain. If you put them all together and somebody took their child away, every race, man and woman, with their child, and somebody took their child, they all will feel the same thing. There would be no, oh, you're black, you're white, you're this, you're that. There would be no separation. All those people will feel the same emotions. So we constantly looking at how we are different, that we don't see how much we are alike, how we are one. Because guess what? None of this outer stuff matters. Like, it doesn't. So, So they will all feel the same pain. It does not matter the race or the status of a person. We are more alike than we are different. The ego looks for all the ways to cause division slash separation, or wants to be superior slash better than. The soul knows we are one heartbeat, one breath, one soul. It's time to dismantle the illusion of separation. If you look at every race of people, there are good slash bad people. We see this every day. Life is our greatest teacher slash lesson. We just not paying attention or willing to learn because our hearts are closed. So it blinds us from seeing the truth that's within us. There is nothing hidden outside of you. It's within you. The veil comes off when you open your heart to the truth within you. That we are one heartbeat in one breath, like they said in Drumline, because I love music, okay? We are one band, one sound. It's easy to look at all the ways we are different and focus on the things that place a wedge between us and cause separation and keeps us fighting against one another about who's superior or inferior, who's the chosen people, who are not. I really wonder, do people hear themselves when they're talking? It's crazy to think all of these decades later, we still don't get it. We are one people, one collective of people trying to figure this life out as we go. So be kind and spread love when you can. It's time to come back to the universal language of love and oneness, because we are one. We are one, okay? One heartbeat, one breath. I love music, so one heartbeat. We are one band, one sound. Okay? We are one now. Okay? So, in saying that, everybody is on individual paths. Each soul came here to experience this life the way their soul wanted to experience it. So some souls, I'm going to say this again for the people who don't understand soul alignment. Okay? There is not one way to do this life. Everybody didn't come here to live the same life, to walk the same path. Okay? That would be so boring. Okay? Some people come here to be Christians. And you know those people who are in alignment with that, because guess what? They're not out here trying to convince you that you should be a Christian. They're out here living their life, being that example. Okay? Some people come to have this spiritual awakening, the enlightenment, to be one with themselves. Okay, we're out here living it. We're not out here trying to convince you that this freedom is for you. Okay, we just living it. We just sharing our truth. We just being present. Okay, we're just being present. But yeah, that's how you do. You be the example. You live your truth. You're not out here trying to convince people that it's true. Okay? Some souls come here to look for that outside of themselves. That's the experience that they need to have for their soul to grow and come back this lifetime like I did and say, hell no, I ain't doing that again. I already did that. I already lived that experience. I've already done that. So my path now looks very much like I'm not tied down to nothing. Like nothing defines me. I don't need no tarot cards. I don't need this. I am the crystal. I am the tarot cards. I am that I am. I am the things. Like all of the wisdom and knowledge comes from on the inside of me. I don't resonate with any of these things because I know it's all on the inside of me. It's all on the inside of me. So I read books when I'm guided to them. And usually it's not even reading, it's just reminding me of what I already know. So there is no greater power than that. And I know that's not everybody's path, but like, don't be mad at me because I'm free within myself, like trying to put me in your shackles. I don't want them. I've already set myself free from that. It's like, come on. Come on. Let's see. Oh shoot. Michael, you still ain't understanding. We done had a whole hour conversation and you still not getting it? Like, I don't understand. Why are you still doing that? You just don't want to be free, do you? It's all good. Oh my goodness. How in the Bible they said God's name was I am, but I am really means nature. We're made in the image. Come on, you better tell him. But see, that's what I was telling him earlier. Like, you can't convince them of what they just don't want to know. Like, he's here, so he was here last time. And at first he was like debating with all the scriptures. We like, look, you here trying to convince us? No, you're trying to convince yourself. But Michael's soul has brought him here. His ego, have him scared. He's living in fear, scared to question all the things. He is scared to question all the things. I just told him to question everything. He gonna keep coming back because his soul is guiding him here. The soul wants what it wants. It wants to be free. If you were meant to be a free soul, guess what? You're gonna be a free soul one way or another. You're gonna keep meeting people like me. You're gonna keep meeting people like me. Yeah, he back for the second time. So his soul is tugging on him to be free. And he knew. He was in here earlier talking about Capricorns, talking about zodiac signs. I said, what? You talking about zodiac signs? You gonna go to hell. So he know. His soul talking to him. He just not listening. That's what I told him. That's what I told him earlier. When you create your reality by what you believe, like for real. So I was telling him earlier that I had a friend who we was in Christianity together. And she was having like, she was like, oh, she had experience with demonic spirits. And I'm like, I'm not here to tell you that you didn't have that experience, but I've never experienced nothing like that because I never was afraid of it. I've never had that fear. I never thought that no devil was controlling me or could control me or demons had any type of power over me. Like, I've never believed that. Ever. Never was afraid of it. Never was afraid of going to hell. Like, nah. Nope. The only hell that people need to be fearing is that hell that's going on within them because they can't escape it. Like they're living in it every day. I know, and you had that experience because you believe that and you're afraid of it. So that's why you had the experience. Somebody who's not afraid or don't fear that or don't believe that, people who know what it is, they're not experiencing that type of stuff. But I'm not taking away from people who experience it because you believe it, you fear it, so you're calling it into your life. It's manifesting for you. So that's why you have the people who come back and they have, like the people who have the near death experiences. You know what I'm saying? Some of them go, they see Jesus because that's what they believe. But then they go beyond that veil and come back and have a different experience because they see, oh, it's not all that people are saying that it is. I just had this experience, so I know this is real for me. So that's what that is. I'm not afraid of ghosts, really, but then I am when I watch. See, and that's what's happening. The fear is keeping you stuck. The fear is keeping you having those experiences. Like you probably sleeping with your light on after you watch scary movies. Like that's what fear do to you. Oh my goodness. I can't. I can't with y'all. Oh my goodness. Y'all are hilarious. Are you sleeping with the light on, Michael? Just tell the truth. Just tell us. Just tell us. We here to hold space. We're not here to judge. You too. You know it's always fun. I appreciate you. Always come and chime in with me. I'm still waiting for when we go live together. You keep saying it, but I don't know. I done been on here 2 hours. This was fun. Oh man. Okay, all right. I'm gonna be waiting for you. But all right, y'all, for real. I was not planning. This was fun, for real. I wasn't planning on being on here for no 2 hours. Oh my goodness. You know what? I have this inner knowing, Michael, that your whole life is about to change. You're about to go through a spiritual awakening to yourself, okay? Because you cannot sit under my voice for 2 hours and stay asleep. Okay, so breathe. Come back to your heart, okay? And know that nothing outside of you have control over you. Like, that's what it is. That's what it is. So pretty much you're doing it to yourself. Thank you, thank you. I think it's because my mom is slowly passing away. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, guess what? I'm sending you love and light. Oh, thank you. Um, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, guess what? I'm sending you love. I will keep you and your mom in my prayers and just be present with her. Like, spend as much time as you can with her. Oh, I know. That do suck. Well, guess what? The best advice I can give you is to just be present with her for real. Like, one day at a time, just be present in the moment. And then just have gratitude for each day that she's still here, being there. I'm sending you so much love. But yeah. All right, y'all. I'm going. I'm like, what is today? Trying to think if I have work tomorrow, but I don't. But this was fun. Thank y'all for watching. I'm about to log off. But I'll see you next time. I know. I just remembered. I had work today. I don't have work tomorrow. But I'm getting tired. So I will see y'all. I ain't gonna even say I'm coming on tomorrow because usually every time I say I'm gonna be back on tomorrow, it don't happen. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for being loving too. um, I appreciate you too. It was fun. See, I like how you came in here today. You were chill. You were asking questions. We were talking. None of that projecting energy. See, I can deal with that. I can be present with that. I can be present with that. So take it easy though. Like I said, just, you know what I'm saying? Come back to your heart and just have gratitude for your mom and the time that you had with her and the time that you still have with her right now, you know? So I'll see y'all later. Peace, love, and light.